Hello, my inky friends. I am Aziza, Gourmet Pens. I have too much excitement at the start of these videos. I think I'm going to just make like a standard intro that's like, hello, I am Aziza. Anyway, today I have a very special pen to share with you. And this pen is from across the pond. So, I was looking for the box. It came with a very cute drawing. This is very adorable artwork. And this comes from Nabi of ᵐᵘᵉᵒန့. And Nabi's located in Belgium and he does custom pens. And so I was fortunate because I was allowed to, or I was given the opportunity to pick what I would be interested in reviewing, like what kind of model, what kind of stuff. And as you know, I like clear pens, and as you know, I like very juicy nibs. So I asked for this pen. And so I have this pen. Now I received this pen as a gift so that I could review it and share it with you. And of course, I will try to be as unbiased as possible, as usual. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about the pen. But I did pick exactly what I wanted to review. And it is exactly what I was hoping to get. And it's delicious. So I don't know. In that regard, I'm already biased, but that's just too bad. You're just going to have to sit here and enjoy it. So here is the pen. It is called the ᵐᵘᵄ. Now, if you have seen How to Train Your Dragon, you will know who the ᵐᵘᵄ is. It's the lady dragon, and she's very beautiful. It's Toothless's counterpart. And so ᵐᵘᵄ, and she's got like purple shimmer on her pearlescent, iridescent body. So it's very cute, it's very pretty, and I like the name. And if you haven't seen the movies, you should go see them. Well, not go see them, but you should watch them. So this is the clear Kasaki demonstrator, and it's got a purple Juma section, as you can obviously see. Here's my box, but we'll talk about the box later. Now, it's a pretty big pen, like it's a full-size pen, and of course I'm going to show you some other pens in comparison, and I'm going to tell you up front that I love the pen, and I love the nib, and I love that it could be eyedroppered, and I love that it's clear, and it's super polished, really, really clean, so there's not like any cloudy, unclear bits. It's just polished end to end. Now, because it's polished end to end, that does mean it's a labor-intensive process. So I did ask Nabi, like, what would be the price of this particular pen, this model, with this configuration. So it's going to be 225 euros, but that's with VAT. So I did write these numbers down. 225 with VAT is roughly like 266, and without VAT, you're looking at like 215. So 215 for a handmade, hand-polished pen. I think it's beautiful. So there we go. Now, in case you're concerned and you're like, well, I don't want to spend that much, and you want something a little lower, that's fine. I'm going to just talk about this one, but at the end I will show you that Nabi does make other models, and they are lower in price. So I, of course, picked the most complicated one, right? Of course, I pick a clear pen that requires hand polishing and all the cleaning up on the insides and everything. So there we go. Anyway, we're going to talk about this, and I'm happy to share this with you, not only because I like the pen, but because I'm really happy that there are more and more custom pen makers out there, because, you know, they're just bringing us options. And I am not one to complain about more fountain pen options, especially now while we're all suffering through a pandemic and shut down and locked down and all that stuff. We need things to keep ourselves sane, and that's retail therapy and a lot of journaling. Right? Okay, so thank you, Nabi at ᵐᵘᵉᵒ for sending this to me. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm going to go show you the parts of the pen, like just the build of it and how it's in hand, and then we're going to do some sweet writing. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's look at the ᵐᵘᵄ in some extreme detail. You like how I stroked the pen there? It's kind of creepy. So the business card is very, very fun. Wet as ink, wise as a master. I like the wet as ink thing. This is very fun. I likes. So anyway, we're not here for the business card, but it is cool. Now the packaging, I have to say, is one of my preferred kind of packagings. So the sleeve is very simple, just a sleeve. I'm going to drop it on the floor because I need the space. And the box is like a nice warm tan. I'm guessing this is pleather because, yeah, it don't smell like leather. And it's got yellow stitching. Very simple, very clean. Open her up. So look at all these goodies that we get. Now, I'm assuming if you want, or if the maker wants, they can put their label here. But what we get is really nifty. So there's nothing underneath here, but you get a standard international converter. You get this little cute tag that says handmade with love. That's actually really adorable. You can use this as a charm for like your traveler's notebooks and stuff, anything with an elastic. You get a cute, small, adorable little like polishing, buffing cloth, just because you have a clear pen and they can pick up fingerprints. All pens obviously pick up fingerprints, but because it's clear, it'll show a little more. So this is a very nice little handy dandy square. Also, if you wear spectacles, very handy. And then you have two little Ziplocs of candy. Crazy string? No, these are shavings of your pen. So the white is obviously unpolished, this one, like the clear block. And the purple is unpolished Juma. Pretty awesome. I think this is a cute little touch because otherwise this stuff just goes in the garbage. And you know, if you're someone who likes like a complete package with your pen, it's a very nice little add-on. Now, what I haven't actually done is open the bag and sniffed it. It does not smell like acrylic. I mean, it does, but it doesn't smell like the turning of acrylic, like the inside of the cap that smells all gluey and minty. Okay, anyway, that is the box. That is the packaging. I like it. It's very simple. It's proportional to the pen, so I appreciate that. And it's very tidy, so I think in terms of presentation, it's great. So let's move the box out of the way. We can look at the pen. So this is the pen. Now this is the clear Kawasaki demonstrator. I asked for a purple Juma section, which you can see here. I asked for a cap and body that, a section and body that there wouldn't be a big step. And I did get that. And I also asked for like the flat, but slightly rounded. So not like a sharp cut. So the ends are slightly rounded. And I really liked the look of the clear piece of acrylic on the ends. So I got everything I asked for. And I also asked for a number 6 Bach, which is what we have here. So it's a very clean pen. Just very well polished acrylic, both ends. So if we uncap it, let's see. Okay, so it's 3 turns, if that's something that concerns you. Nice, simple inner cap, so it's very easy to clean, which I have done already. And the section, let me open the barrel. So the barrel's got more turns. There is an O-ring here, and the reason there's an O-ring and more turns is because you can eyedropper this. I have done a converter just for simplicity, and there you go. You can see your little Bach doomahickeys, but close this up. It's not meant to be posted. Can't post. Very nice size for me. It's a bit of a longer pen, and so it's definitely a full size. Very light in hand, very comfortable to use. The section is really nice. It has a tiny little pinch to it. So, you know, my fingers just fit right there. No sliding, and I really like this feeling. So let's look at the nib. I asked for the broadest Bach possible, and it's a super nice, smooth, juicy Bach. So you can see that nice little piece of tipping, and it's unmodified. So there was no tuning done to it. But, you know, like all Bock nibs and Jowo nibs, it's not really about the pen when you're writing with the nib, it's about the nib. But in this case, this nib performs really well. I really like the writing experience. And while we're up here, let's look at that fun Juma. It's really nifty. I really like it. So there we go. I think this would look really beautiful with some ink sloshing around in there. Like a nice light purple, like a viola or something. So there's the pen. Now let's stack it up against, I've got some pens in the tray here, just so we can see. It's a big pen. It is pretty long. It's not super thick. So let's just take a look. We have the Montblanc 149. We have an Esterbrook Esty in the regular size. This is the TWSBI VAC 700. Here we have the Wet n Wise Light Fury. Here's a TWSBI 580. The Platinum Prefonte fountain pen. So it's like roughly Platinum Preppy size. A Sailor Pro Gear. Pelikan M200. A Sailor Pro Gear Slim. And a Kaweco Sport. So it's definitely on the larger side of pens. And even if we were to uncap it, you know, most of the body is not cap. Most of the body is actually barrel and section. So, you know, sometimes you uncap a pen that's actually like the Montblanc is a big pen, but when you uncap it, it's actually not that long anymore. So the cap doesn't, like the cap is not super deep. So there we go. Very nice. I really like the size. Because it's so light, I find it comfortable and I don't need to post it. So that's some size comparison. Let's close this, place it away. Put it on the floor. Okay. Now we have some writing. This is my Bond Travel Gear Tomo notebook. In case you're wondering, it is Tomo. So we need to find an angle that you'll actually see. I'm going to cut all this out because no one wants to see this nonsense. Okay. So we have the Okay, honestly, this thing is so juicy. Like, I'm really starting to think it's more than just a broad. Like, I'm thinking double broad because it's delicious. Oh, love it. And the ink is Montblanc Lavender Purple. This is the original. Ah, such a beautiful color ink. Okay, so then we have, okay, here's how ridiculously juicy that is. So nice. So you definitely have some longer drying times. This is a pretty lubricated ink, so it flows very well. If you want a drier writing experience, first of all, probably don't get a super juicy Bock nib. And, you know, most normal inks will, I mean, it's not an outstandingly wet ink. It's just a very good combination. So, what did I do? I did that, so let's just do... Oh, I missed the tittle there. Let me fix that. So, very, very juicy writer. I really like it. Oh, that was off screen, sorry. Let's move over here a little, and then we can just do some quick line variation. Now, again, it is a Bock steel nib. Sorry, that was me. It is super juicy. I did apply a little bit of pressure there. I do get a tiny bit more nib width there, but it's really just like, it's just wetter. Let's see. The side is all oily from my hands. Hello. Isn't that amazing? So what we are going to do now, we're going to switch over to the side view so you can see the intricacies of the ink and the glide on the paper, and it's so delicious and just really hot to look at. So let's do that, and then we will pop back here for the goodbyes. Okay, bye. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that smooth ride, and we're just going to wrap up now. So overall, beautiful pen. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with how comfortable it feels and the writing experience. And before we go, I just wanted to show you, not everybody is into clear pens. That's perfectly fine. I really like clear pens, so when I had the opportunity to pick something to review, this is the option that I liked. Now, I also have 2 more of Wet n Wise pens, just so I can show you that there are different models and there are different finishes if the clear is not really your taste. So these 2 are really pretty. I think this one is just killer. The polish on this is amazing, and the pen is just glowing. This one is basically Christmas, and I love it. So, also Bock. Just want to show you that there are other options, again, if you're not really into the clear experience, and that's fine. That's totally fine. And the price difference, there is going to be a difference in price because the clear one is more labor intensive and time consuming to polish. So I will add a link below so you can check out all the other options. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hope you consider Wet n Wise for another custom pen, in the future. Maybe you'll want to check them out. So yeah, I'll add all this. And thank you, Nabi, for sending this over to me. It's a beautiful writer, and I am thrilled to own it. And I look forward to, first of all, eyedroppering it and enjoying it for much time to come. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, I would love it if you would like, and if you would like, I'd love it if you subscribe, and you can find me on the socials in the next page. Okay, everyone, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye!